Hey guys, it's
Tick.
and Tag. And welcome back to Diablo 2.
Back into fray.
Yeah, we're right in. Here's a sad boy.
Just got to level 13, baby.
Oh my god!
Getting close.
I gotta stop. What? A can of Arizona tea. Yeah, we just got into level 13, which looks spooky as fuck. Click on the dead people. They dropped
I already
stuff.
tried that.
Aww.
Yeah, click on the dead people. Like, I didn't immediately try that as soon as I saw one of them. Here's a barrel. Huh. That just means the rest of these don't explode.
Well, this place is spooky.
Yeah. I'm very afraid.
This feels like where you would fight Diablo.
This feels like where you run into this kind of shit. Run away! Oh, I don't have a keyboard.
It's right here. You almost killed all of them.
Oh.
There were only 2 left.
I was lining up my fingers on the keyboard, which is why I looked down, away from the fucking thing. Wait, go back in there. Alright, cool. I know where at least it's kind of safe for the most part.
Yeah, you at least know where the enemies are.
Fuck you.
That
I didn't
one
click on that one.
The barrel exploded! You killed. I like how just the default is damage boost. You're done.
I pressed 3 instead of 4.
No! There wasn't a health potion there!
Yeah, I noticed. Thank you. Fuck it. I'm going this way.
You gotta beat this,
Oh, well then.
You could click on that dead body.
I could. That one. Not any of the ones on the spikes. Just normal Suki.
Yeah, just normal Suki.
I thought it was really weird. My pizza had a single piece of sausage on it. And I set the slice down. And when I picked it up, it was gone. And I was like, how does this even happen? I know I couldn't have eaten it. Could I? It somehow, it went from being on the top of the pizza to in my gravy.
What the fuck?
my exact question. How does something like this even happen?
Were you dipping the pizza in the gravy?
Nope. I put it on top of the box.
Huh.
Well, maybe it wanted to go for a swim.
What an odd predicament.
Oh, it's swimming. It's stomach gas, that is. You kidding me? You think a little bit of gravy's gonna save this thing? Absolutely not. It's evaporating.
Dude, how's it feel to be level 13? I'm floor 13. I don't know what level you are.
You could probably check that.
You can.
Care. Level
20.
20. Damn.
Damn it! Fuck!
Look, there's a reason I say we're basically the same person, okay?
No, please! Take it back! Take it back!
Or like we were born to be YouTubers because of that shit.
Yeah, we've got the skills, but we don't utilize them. Fucking
Oh, well then.
Bye, You only have 3! Holy shit. God damn!
Holy Ah,
Stop
damn it!
doing that!
Shut up!
It's not the top option, even though that would make the most sense. Well, your armor is definitely helpful.
Oh, yeah, still helpful.
Don't forget to save, I guess.
Yeah, I was gonna do that right now. I should have filled up my inventory with shit first.
Oh, you picked up some armor?
Yeah,
Oh, but it was like...
it's just
Hard
like
leather
normal
armor.
hard leather armor.
Yeah, it was like... no. You need a better helmet. What does even your helmet do? Trash.
81% armor!
Strength.
The armor sucks, but
Oh,
81%
your durability's
armor.
almost gone.
Oh shit.
Haven't even been
Not enough
doing
mana. Not enough
I don't want
mana.
to use my rejuvenation potion.
your rejuvenation potion.
I'm using it.
Time to go.
Talk to this guy.
What can I do for you?
Sell it.
Buy premium. It's all the same still.
Yeah. Five armor. Yeah.
Nuzlocke beat the whole game with shit gear.
I was just hoping to find like a helmet with like slightly
Oh,
better
what can I do
stats.
for you?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Not even like way better, just slightly better.
Leave the shop. So many health potions.
What ails you, my
I
friend?
wonder if beating Diablo. Hopefully, Diablo doesn't have like a health regen stat. Because I honestly think if he did, he would not beat it.
I mean, probably.
Because like the amount of time it would take you to run away, go get more health potions, and come back, and just be like healed up.
Well, that's the thing is before Diablo, I could just come back and fill my inventory with HP.
It's true.
So
You're like, this is the big fight. I'm gonna fuck him.
yeah, like it doesn't matter. I can just damage boost my way through it, right?
That's fair. You can't shoot. Oh, you can. Juke your fuck out. Why can't they run in the walls?
He wasn't in the wall. He was behind it. There's just a space behind the wall. It's
Oh. No.
The way you say that yet still reach forward makes me doubt your credibility.
oh shit.
Bye, Braden. You've already used it.
Yeah.
You're gonna die! You're gonna die! You're just taking shots! You're not killing any of them!
I've killed quite a few of them actually.
No!
I pressed the heal button. I don't know why I didn't heal,
So
but
much. But why is the trash can right there?
Because Braden was eating peanuts.
they're not peanuts.
Oh, you just deflected it off of my knee.
No, you deflected it.
Off, you hit my knee.
You.
I didn't hit it with my hand.
I watched it. I watched you try to smack it. The
I
coward
did.
that you are.
I did try. I did not succeed.
Exactly.
Racing. That's what you get. Oh, look at all these health potions they're giving back to you. As long as every single one gives you enough money to buy another health potion, I think you'll be okay. I know you use them faster than you kill them, but like something is always better than
Oh, I just leveled.
that. Oh, nice. Sweet deal, man.
Oh, I was able to download the PS5 version of Skyrim
PS5.
from the PlayStation Plus store, or just for free, you know.
Wait, the PS5 version. Oh, they gave it to you for free?
Yeah, not for like the monthly game or anything like that.
Then what for?
For the PlayStation Plus thing. What's it fucking called?
That's a
God damn it.
great question.
I should have won first. Oh wait. Oh, I can only have a max of 55 strength.
Really?
Apparently.
Damn, alright. You maxed out on strength, I suppose. That's weird. I didn't see that coming.
Neither did I.
How strange.
The PlayStation Plus catalog.
Ah! And they give it to you for free?
Yeah, I'm allowed to play it for free.
For how long?
Until it's off the catalog.
Oh, when does it leave the catalog?
I don't know. It'll let me know beforehand, probably.
It'll give you a little bit of an up-to-date. That's so sweet of them. Always making sure you know what you're getting. Oh, I can't believe you've done that, Connor.
Why?
I cannot believe it.
But why?
Because racism.
I have a hard time believing.
Well, Brayden, I guess it's time you sell your PS4.
I was gonna say PS5.
Why? Why wouldn't you want to sell it? Make some of the money back.
He doesn't deserve it.
It is not worth even like a quarter of what I paid for it.
Sell it for $25.
That is an eighth of what I paid for it.
There you go. See? $1's a dollar. $20 is $20. Am I right? How dare them get to shoot with longer range than you do?
I know, they can shoot at me from off screen.
Fucking bullshit. Damn, we're actually getting through the wall. Ah, fuck. There is an army up here. Not surprising.
It's really not surprising. I'm so for that for sure.
Bonk. Run like your mama told you. Ah! Ah, this is nice. One-on-one. Look, it's a lot easier to fight 1,000 enemies, or wait, yeah, it's easier to fight one enemy 1,000 times than 1,000 enemies one time.
Yeah. True enough. Well, it also is very circumspect. Like, oh, what is the scenario? Like, freaking, do you have a machine gun? In like the fight, like, oh, I'm gonna fight them all at like 1,000 at once. Okay. Do you have like a minigun?
Do you have a bow?
Yes, you're gonna be fighting 1,000 dudes one at a time. Do you get a break?
No.
Sometimes.
No.
Occasionally.
There's like a 5% chance you'll get a break after every fight.
Yeah.
It's actually about the odds, honestly.
You get a bow and one arrow. And you and the other guy have to share the arrow.
It's an indestructible arrow, though, so it'll always be there.
Yeah, but you have to start the fight with each one of you holding on to arm.
You have to, it's like the tip-off in a basketball game.
Yeah, except you're getting ready to fight to the death, and there's a bow in your other hand. Honestly,
Just start by
better off
whacking
just-
him.
Yeah, just beating him with it.
I thought the same thing.
Whack it.
You ain't getting that arrow.
Goddamn.
That's when you just freaking use the bow as a distraction, like do the whole classic, like I toss it at you and you go to catch it, and then I dig my teeth into your nose.
And I touch your ass.
Lightning arrows damage 1 to 6.
Ooh. You do lightning arrow damage? With that boo?
1 to 14.
Damn, 1 to 14.
Instead of 1 to 6.
You could,
And
you might as well check.
that's literally all this does, is 1 to 6 damage. Right?
Yeah, chance
No,
to
it's-
hit plus 40%.
Yeah.
And dexterity.
80% damage as well.
Might as well give it a look-see.
Right, here.
20 to 29.
18 to 31.
Geez.
Not fucking worth it. It even makes my AC go down.
Yeah, not worth it. It's
Yeah,
cool though,
no.
because it does the extra, like, lightning damage. But...
Wow, what can I do for you?
You get 2,500 for it
You know how many health potions that is?
though. A lot!
So I have to look at things now in terms of health potions.
How many health potions can I buy?
Precision, amulet of brilliance. Great. Didn't I just sell him that?
Maybe.
I feel like I did.
I wouldn't be surprised. Oh yeah, son.
What ails you, my friend?
Elixir of strength.
Damn.
It permanently increases my strength.
Oh, you should buy it. Since he's there. Since he's so kind to sell it. Does he sell any other ones? Any other kinds of elixirs? Elixir of magic? Elixir of dexterity? He just has elixirs of dexterity, just Jay chilling in his inventory?
I guess.
The fuck is this? We didn't
Should
know
I go
that?
spend my fortune?
on elixirs of dexterity? Probably. Maybe not the strength. I don't think you need the strength one right now.
What
But the
ails you, my
dexterity one, that's just permanent increase to hit them all day long. And maybe some damage. Like, I'm gonna damage your rectum. Yeah, how does it make you feel, Connor?
Wait. What did you say?
You're
Oh,
gonna
I
get
think you
rectally probed.
No, I need to genuine. I was literally like pulling a hair out of my room, like, ooh, that's sharp. And then you're like, how do you feel about that, Connor? I'm like, oh shoot, I was supposed to be listening. He probably was issuing death threats against me or something. So, real quick, what did you say?
I'm gonna shit in your mouth, man.
Was that the threat you made before?
No,
or
it's the
after?
new one. It's the new one you've earned. Arguably worse. In some way.
I think this is gonna go horribly wrong for you.
Okay. Gonna watch my damage.
No damage. But your chance to hit went up.
Nope.
Not anymore?
I used both of them.
It went up.
None.
Your hit chance went up a bit, though.
Yeah, it went up a little bit. And my armor class went up too, I think.
Yeah. So that's good, though. I mean, I don't know if it's 5,000 gold, or it could be later on.
Yeah. I mean, I still have a lot of money.
Yeah, that's okay. You should save it. You might need, that might all become health potions.
You're out.
That's true.
Could you imagine fucking spending all of that money on health potions? 2 times 5. What was that, 10? That's 10,000 gold. All on health potions? That would be spicy. Or would be a spicy burrito, that would be. Alright, so
Great.
you guys feel relatively independent, right? Right?
You mean?
Like you buy your own shit.
Yeah.
You know, you run your own stuff. You run your own situation for the most part. How would you feel if someone just started paying for everything? Just out of the blue, just suddenly happened. Like you're just doing stuff, and suddenly now you don't have to pay for it. But you didn't like ask for it or want it. It was just that is what is happening.
Like philanthropy?
But Connor's on this.
What? What are you saying?
I asked a question.
What was the question? I'm watching something.
Well, stop it.
What was the question?
Okay, so you feel independent, right? Like you buy your own shit. You're in charge of your own getting things, right?
About 70%.
Who buys your stuff?
Or it's more like because of other people, I'm allowed to.
Okay, well that's not what
Okay,
I'm talking.
so
I'm
yes.
talking about like financially.
Yes.
All your shit you pay for.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in charge of all your monies. How would you feel if randomly, not randomly, but if someone just started paying for all your stuff? Like you didn't ask for it, you didn't expect it to start happening, but suddenly all your shit's just being paid for.
I don't know who's doing it.
No, you do. You didn't know who exactly. You know who's doing it. You know them by name.
Are they like a rich benefactor for me or something?
No, they're just a person.
So, is their situation worse than mine? Like, are they actively depriving themselves to
No,
help me?
no, they're not actively depriving themselves, but they're not like they're not like a rich person.
So they're still able to live their lives
Yes.
in spite of what they're doing.
Yes.
But
But how would you feel if that suddenly started happening?
not happy.
Yeah, wouldn't that feel weird?
Yeah, I wouldn't be happy about it. Like, dude, like there are like.
But like they're forcing you to not pay for things. Like you're not allowed. You're just like not allowed. Like you bring it up and it's like, I'm paying.
I'll talk to a bank and like, hey, don't accept this information. Like, this is literally the only stuff that you should be like doing. And if he's like hacking into my account to deposit money,
No. It's kind of like you're always around them. Every time you go to the store, every time you go anywhere to buy
I'm gonna
anything.
stop going to the store with them.
Well, no, you can't. That's the
I
point.
can't.
Like they're always there,
Are they like
and
my
they're
stock?
always forcing them. to pay for everything.
So it's kind of like if you just started following me everywhere.
Yes.
Like counting on our relationship for me to like not put a restraining order on you or something.
More like, I mean, I guess sure. We'll go with reasonable circumstances.
Like,
I was
you know,
about to just say no. I am there regardless of like even if you killed
Then
me,
it's not a choice.
I would still be there.
Yeah, then it's not a choice.
No, we're gonna go like relatively realistic.
Yeah, you're banking on our relationship for me to not make this a legal issue or something.
Yeah.
Gosh dang, like
You're
literally
we're getting too complicated. The point is,
I
you're just in a situation where that's happening.
I wouldn't be happy about it.
Yeah, it feels
just because it's like, dude, I'm happy to be able. I like being in a situation where I can like pay for my own stuff. Like I don't want to feel a sense of reliance off of you for stuff. Plus, I don't want to feel like I don't want to get to a point or something where like I'm getting all this money, right? It's just paying for all my stuff. It's like because for some reason that ever like stops, and it's just like caught off guard.
Oh, nice. But so yeah,
I think it's better. Like I think that kind of thing wouldn't be nearly as bad for somebody who's used to taking care of themselves, because at the very least, like they wouldn't just they'd still work, and they'd still be able to like put money away. Like in the event, like oh hey, if this does stop for some reason, then I can continue to take care of myself. Versus like a lot of like people coming in like a lot of the younger generations coming in now, it's like oh that'd be a death sentence. It's like they would just stop working. And then the moment that it's like, oh hey, I'm not paying for anything, it's like I have no life skills, I have no money to my name. My life is forfeit.
How would you feel, Braden?
It would be weird, but it also kind of depends on like the relationship I have with this person. Because if it's like a sugar mommy, I'd be okay.
Well, yeah, no, but the whole point is like you didn't ask for it, and you didn't necessarily want it either.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, the idea is that your relationship with this person is not that kind of relationship.
Right. It would be weird, I think, for sure.
Yeah. So basically, what led me to this conversation. So we went on vacation, right? It was Shay, her dad, and myself.
Yeah.
Well, we also took the same car, so we're always around each other.
It's-
Her dad
yeah.
fucking paid for everything. Like, it felt so fucking weird. Because I'm like, I'm an adult and I want to pay for stuff, but like every time I'd bring up money or like be like, oh, I'll pay for at least the tip
That's
for
healthy.
at the restaurant. Oh yeah, that's
down to hell.
That's nice.
Friggin-
But yeah, so I would like, oh, I'll pay for the tip, and he's like, oh no, it's fine. I'll just put it here. And then like her boyfriend, not her boyfriend.
I was about to say
her
what?
her mom's boyfriend was doing a very similar thing where he'd be like, oh no, we'll cover it, I'll get it, it felt weird, it felt like being a kid again.
Well, that.
But like I didn't want to be treated like a child.
Well, and for that kind of stuff, like that has happened to me with my parents. Like, if we anytime we're going to a gas station or anytime we go to eat or something, they will always pay. They will never let me or my siblings pay ever.
Mm-hmm.
Even on their birthday, like their birthday. I said that wrong. Gosh dang, I struggled. Even on even on their birthday, they never let us like pay or cover tip or anything. So that's just always been how it is with my parents, and that it's not weird for me with them.
Well, yeah, because you
that's
grew
always
up with
been the
them.
relationship.
Yeah.
But like, if somebody started like doing that,
Somebody else's dad.
yeah, like, no, parental figures in general, like. If we're like going out, if we went out to like a meal or something,
Mhm.
like I totally could live with it. Like it wouldn't bother me at all. But if they like, if your dad just started like, if we were all hanging out all the time and for some reason your dad was involved.
Yeah, my dad.
It's just like, yeah, I always got to be around Thomas for some reason. So, but by de facto, I'm always around you guys.
Yeah.
And he's just always paying for our stuff. Like, hey, just pull into the gas station real quick. I'll fill up your tank. Or like, let's go inside. Snacks, drinks, everything's on me. And it's just like, all right, cool. So let's go get dinner. All right. It's all like that'd be like, dude, like, don't worry about spending this money. It's got a cycle. Like, I mean, it can't just be you doing all this stuff. And I think part of it might just be that we're not accustomed to money just appearing like that. Like, if,
Well, see, so
if
it's
you just all of a sudden had like $100 million, it's like, gosh, dang.
Well, see, and the biggest
It's
thing
like
is,
stuff just doesn't even like normal
My friend.
life
Stay a
just
while
doesn't even
and listen.
matter at that point.
Well,
like-
so like the biggest thing, right, is so Shay's dad has always like spoiled
Whoa, what
Shay
can I
and,
do for
and her
you?
sister, right? And I think that's where it comes from, because but my family never
not-
did that.
Yeah, I know.
And so like once I started like, even like before I was earning money, they would be like, Tom, when are you gonna pay for stuff? You know, stuff like that. When it's like, obviously I don't even have an income. But her dad is like, even though she has an income and money, still gonna pay for everything when they're around each
My
other.
mom does do that with some things, like our vehicle insurance and stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's cheaper to have just add a car onto their insurance than have us registered as our own drivers.
Yeah. That's
Because
fair.
they do not trust us, but if you want to add a vehicle onto their insurance registered under their name, it's like significantly cheaper than me going, I'm a 23-year-old male.
Yeah, you're under like high
They'll be
risk.
like, that guy is a risk.
Yeah.
You pay for that.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah, so my parents do stuff like that for us to, I mean, it's like, you know,
I did
any,
say
and they don't ever really ask us for money unless it's for like a specific thing that we kind of went in knowing we were going to be taken care of.
Yeah. But so anyways, that was the whole trip though, and it felt super fucking weird.
Yeah.
Cause like and it wasn't just like food at restaurants. So he'd pay every time we went out to eat, but he also was like buy all the gas.
Actually,
And
Jared.
pay
Well,
for
was it his car?
no Shay's car.
It's Shay's car.
Yeah, and so he's paying for all the gas and the hotels we slept in.
That's honestly kind of how it feels to be on an out-of-state with Jared.
Yeah.
But that's work related.
Well, that's the thing, is we're supposed to be responsible for our own food. But when we all went out to Twin Peaks, he paid for the entire bill.
Yeah,
Damn.
and like
So,
sometimes he'll just give us, like we had a 14-hour day like a couple weeks ago, and it was a pretty brutal one, and everybody was tired. He just got he just gave all of us $100 each. Like we went back to our car, and he just, like literally in the time that between when we had seen him last that day, like an hour or two before we got back to the lot, and when we got back to the lot, he had gotten $100 for each of us, put them in envelopes, and left them on our vehicles.
Why?
Because it was a tough day and he freaking likes to do stuff like that on occasion.
Is he like your boss or something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's our boss.
He
He owns the company.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the owner's son.
Yeah, well, I don't view Rusty as an owner. Like, if you had asked me who I would take Jared in a heartbeat.
Yeah. No, I
Literally,
agree.
without it wouldn't even be a decision. It would just happen instantly. I would just gravitate towards him. Like, he's got his own gravitation pull, which I guess technically he does in an incredibly small way. But,
Yeah. So anyways, that was my experience, and it felt super fucking weird.
yeah.
Yeah.
just
Because
getting
like I haven't
spoiled.
had somebody like pay for all my shit in like so long. It's been such a long time. Since anybody's been like, oh here Tom, let me just buy all your food and pay for your living expenses.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, the only person who really does that is my parents when I'm around them. But that's just kind of always how they.
Down to level 14, baby.
Damn, already?
Yeah.
Seemed to
13
get.
was really small.
It felt like it got easier though.
There were a lot less dudes, and it's very tight corridors, so they can't just sneak up behind you and fuck you in the ass.
Yeah, you can't, and it's not super wide open, so they can just like hammer you with like 1,000 dudes all at once.
Yeah.
Yeah, so definitely a weird experience. But it also felt really weird because like while we were in like Antonito, like Shay didn't feel weird about it at all. But she's all like, "Oh, let's just go to my dad's house so that he can give us food for breakfast. Like just make us breakfast or
Yeah,
make
see-
us lunch."
See,
And I'm like, "What? We're just gonna go to his house
and make him make us
and,
food.
and he's gonna make us food?"
yeah.
I'm like, "Okay."
I know, that's wild.
That would be
That's
weird,
weird.
to me. That would actually be weird. Like,
Yeah.
It's one thing if I go to my parents' house for an express purpose of I'm going to work on this thing or I'm going to visit them or something, right? And my mom and dad are like, hey, do you want something to eat? Do you want something to drink?
That's
That has
fine.
happened plenty of times. But going to their house with the express purpose of, I'm gonna go to my parents' house because I want my mom to make me a burrito. It better be my birthday because that is wild. Gosh freaking dang. I've never done something like
Man, you guys are lucky because I think without a shadow of a doubt that Thomas's mom would just make him a burrito if he just showed up and asked.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, if I
Right.
asked her to
But
make
it's
me
like
food.
not a,
Right,
it's
well,
not
if you just
common.
showed up randomly and like, hey, make me breakfast, right? Like, kind of expecting it, she would do it. But if I showed up at my parents' house and said, hey, make me food, they're gonna be like, go the fuck away. You have your own money. You're an adult. Get the fuck out of
Get
here.
out of here,
Yeah,
you
it-
scavenger.
Like, there aren't a whole lot of things that would weird my parents out, but if I showed up at my mom's house and said, hey,
I'm hungry.
yeah, I was wondering if you'd make me some French toast, like, what?
Yes.
Yeah,
This ain't common behavior.
It is a strange thing, but like again, without a shadow of a doubt in my mind, Thomas's mom would be like, "Okay, I'll make you French toast."
Sure.
Yeah. Again, it's one thing to be fed
Damn.
while going over there for an express reason. It's another thing entirely for that express reason to be fed.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it was-
that,
it was
that is
strange.
that is wild. And I'm assuming her dad just did this.
Yeah, well, yeah, he was like, yeah, this is normal. And he just fucking made us some
Shay's
breakfast.
life is wild, dude. This
Yeah,
is
spoiled is what it is.
Yeah,
She acts spoiled with you,
No, but it's
Yeah.
spoiled with
her
the
family.
family.
right.
But another thing to think about as well along these lines, and it was something her and I were talking about, was culture.
Okay.
So, her culture, the culture in her family is very, very different
It sounds
from ours. And that's because her family, so they're in Antonito, mostly.
okay.
And Antonito is like a way more like tight-knit
It's
community.
like one of those nuclear families where everyone lives together.
Well, no, they all live in their own houses. But so like think of it like Antonito is the house, and
Everybody knows
every
each other.
home is the siblings' rooms. Think of it like that.
Okay.
So like, it's not weird to go to somebody's house unannounced and just hang out for no reason.
See, that sounds like a nice kind of neighborhood.
Yeah, well, so basically, if you're a family member with, well, so a lot of her family's down there, but so the way that their culture is it's not weird to just show up to their house randomly, unannounced, and hang out, eat dinner with them, whatever, just whenever. Like, just doesn't matter what
It's
time
not
of day.
very common in Canada.
Yeah, but it's
You
like,
know, you know a fair number of people here,
Yeah.
but they're not like that.
but like think of it like you're as close to your aunt and uncle or your grandparents as you are with your sister or your brother.
Yeah, I don't. That you have to live with them, like.
Yeah, but that's the
constantly.
point.
And like, yeah, no.
So that's what I'm saying with the whole culture thing is it's literally like I know you almost just fucking
Like, that
Dude,
doesn't-
those blood nights are no fucking joke.
That doesn't sound like bad at all. I think it's good to have like a
Yeah.
good close culture, but it's different.
it's very very different.
Like it's not like it's good if it's something that like has been fostered already.
Yeah.
If it's like if you're not used to that, then it's like ooh, person.
Well, because like my family's completely different, right? So I have my personal family, so parents, siblings, right? I don't really talk to or associate at all with aunts, uncles, or grandparents.
Mine all live out of state.
Exactly. So it's like
So
you
we
don't
see
associate.
them like once every year or couple years.
Yeah, but then you gotta think about like your siblings, right? So my siblings live in town, and so I still don't associate with any of them outside of like seeing them at the parents'
And
house.
it's something you kind of schedule, like hey,
Yeah, like birthday
can
parties
I come over
and
like at
holiday.
this time?
Yeah.
Or like, can I come over like Thursday this week or something?
So it's like even my siblings that I live in the same town with, I don't have that kind of relationship
Yeah,
with.
like, even with my
Where I would
family,
just go to their house and like just like raid their pantry because I'm hungry or something.
Yeah, like I don't think I could ever recall a time where I have shown up to my parents' house unannounced.
Yeah. And
Like
so
I might have, I could probably count on one hand the number of times that I did that, and that was probably when I was little.
yeah, and so
So I don't have to call and tell them I'm coming over.
Yeah.
They expect it because they have a life. So there's
Yeah.
not even a guarantee they'll even be there.
yeah, so it's super strange because like that goes along with the like going over to her dad's house just to have him make food because the idea is that like with that kind of culture, it's normal.
Yeah.
It would be really normal to go over to any of her family members' house and like say, just go to their house,
Just expecting to host
sit
you.
down on the couch, and like start playing video games on their TV, or just using their stuff, just
Yeah.
randomly. Like her
Versus,
aunt's
like,
house.
If one of you guys, like, back when I lived over at my own place, if one of you guys just showed up and I walked into my house to see, like, because you know where the spare key is.
Yeah.
You just walked in and we're just playing on my
Yeah.
PS4 at the time, like, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah, no, it would be like that,
Like,
but it
I
felt
might, like,
normal.
get used to it over, like, okay,
Yeah.
I guess we're hanging out, but, like, don't just show up here. Like, tell me first that, like,
Yeah.
you're coming over.
Yeah.
And it's cool. Don't violate my personal space.
But
I gotta know.
So basically, though, it's the complete opposite, like culturally wise. So that's probably why it makes sense for Shay to be like, let's just go to my dad's so he can make us food. Why that's so normal, but for us, it's like
Yeah,
that
I
would
would
be
feel-
freaking weird.
I would feel bad to
Like,
do that.
It's only kind of normal right now for me because I still live at my parents' house.
Right.
So it's less weird for me to show up there and like eat out of their pantry.
Yeah, show up at a place you live.
Yeah, but like when I lived at Zach's, I would never go to their house and fucking just eat out of their pantry.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, that I think it's cool to have a culture like that. But again, unless everyone's on the same page, this is how it works. It's not really cool.
Yeah. So,
Like-
anyways, it was very interesting. I mean, like obviously they don't like invade each other. They know like if somebody isn't like part of that system,
Yeah.
they wouldn't
They
just.
know who's cool and who's not.
Yeah, they know who's used to it or whatever. So they're not like crazy.
Oh, 2 more
Yeah.
licks.
They don't like
If
thrust
you,
it upon.
if you
them.
just moved into the neighborhood, they wouldn't just start walking into your house like, pretty cool place you got.
Yeah, basically. But it would still be like it's still one of those things where it's like it's very strange because I went down there and hung out there for like a day and a half, and it was just like, and she's like, oh, let's go to my grandparents' house, right? And didn't text them, didn't say anything, just drove over there, which took like 15 minutes to drive over to their house. Just got there and just went inside, and they were just hanging out in there. The granddad was just got in from like working on a car. Grandma's just sitting there hanging out in the dining room.
Common response, intruder!
Yeah, and they're like, oh hey, and they're like, oh hey, and, you know, whatever. And just they gave us some cookies, and it was like you didn't even know.
Right?
We're just in their house now. Just all of a sudden.
Yeah, I think it's cool. I think that'd be really cool if the
118,
whole,
baby.
like, if everybody was on board, but, like, I also would not be comfortable doing that to anybody.
So
Like,
yeah.
even my family, I would not be comfortable. Like, my family almost, like, again, like, basically always know when I'm coming over. Like, they know, like, tomorrow, they know that I'm gonna be over there from anywhere between 2 to 3. Like, that, and if I'm not,
I'm not coming.
then I'm gonna call them and let them know, hey, something came up, or something.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm not gonna, like, say, I'm gonna show up at 9 o'clock in the morning, and then I'm gonna be there at 3, like, what's the matter? I'm here, aren't I? Like,
Or not even mention it, you know,
Yeah.
just kind of show up one day.
yeah, like, that would make me really uncomfortable.
Yeah. So
If
it's very,
somebody
it's
did
very
that
weird.
to me, like, if my own family just showed up at my house and walked in, I mean, it wouldn't make me super uncomfortable if it was my parents, because I love my parents, and so if they just walked in my house like, dude, what are you doing? Like, I wasn't expecting this. But
Surprise, surprise.
again, if somebody else that, like, I just consider a friend showed up and just walked in like, yo, I'm here. I'm really tired and I don't want to drive home, so I'm gonna sleep in your bed. You could have just called me first. A little heads up would have been appreciated.
So, anyways, it's a fun little culture thing that I got to experience this last week.
You want to experience it again anytime soon?
I mean, I can get used to it, but it's like still funky.
I'd rather not.
Yeah, I'd rather not do that, but you know, if I did it enough times, I'd get over it.
Sounds
That's
wild.
the way it is with everything.
Like if I lived down there, you know, I'd be like, okay, well, it is what it is. But
Freaking.
Yeah.
So her dad doesn't live in Canyon.
No.
I know he used to.
he did, but he moved back to Antonito
So
like
they-
a long time
They
ago.
both live up there. Both parents.
No, her mom lives in Canada.
Oh.
Her dad lives. Well, technically he lives in Lajera, but like
Is that like basically?
it's like
right next-
it's between Antonito and Alamosa.
Right.
It's like I don't know. There's a bunch of small like little towns down there, but they're not like Denver towns where they're all really adjacent to each other. They're like actual have like barren distance between them.
That sounds horrible.
But it's super. But there's not long, so it takes like Lajera's in the middle, so it takes 15 minutes from Lajera to get to either Antonito or Alamosa. But it takes obviously 30 minutes to get from Alamosa to Antonito or vice versa.
It's a drum in the pop.
Yeah, but Lajera is like I feel like it's mostly like a residential town. But that no, I don't know. I haven't seen enough of it. But I know Antonito's a very small town, like very small.
Walmart is a Dollar General.
Basically, yeah. They have like
It's
nothing.
Penrose.
Yeah, they have like nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about the size of Penrose probably, if not smaller than Penrose.
Penrose is actually surprisingly big.
Yeah.
There's
There's a
place.
lot of just people, like houses out there.
There's a little town somewhere between like La Vita and Westcliff.
Yeah,
It has a school that is K through 12
of course.
and a post office. And it is a trailer park. That's the whole fucking town. There isn't a gas station. The nearest gas station is in Westcliff.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's fucking wild.
Begs the question of why it even exists.
Yeah, actually, that sounds a lot like Antonito, because I know Shay's talked about like their school, and the school is a K through 12.
Huh.
And
Well then.
yeah, that's a lot of dudes.
Dude,
And
these fucking Blood Knights are fucking nutty.
they also stun you every time they hit you.
No, like fucking 5 out of 6 times.
Yeah. But one of the things is she was mentioning that one of her cousins, his graduating class had 6 people. Yeah.
That's the way
In
Cascade
Antonito,
is.
yeah.
Yeah, begs the question why is this town exist?
Well, actually, I think Antonito exists because of the mine. So there's a mine. It's like a mining town because there's an actual mine that still exists. That like Shay's dad works there,
Okay.
and
Didn't
like
he used to be like a security guard or something?
I don't know. I think he definitely worked over at like Starpoint for a while. But anyways, he works there
Truancy officer.
at yeah, he works at that mine, and it's funny because yeah, I think that's it. I think it's a mining town because everybody that works at the mining town or at the mine lives in Antonito, and it's like they all know each other. Shit.
Makes sense if they're all going to the same place every day.
Well, no, I mean like they all know each other outside of work. Like they knew each other before they went there to work. Cause like, yeah. Anyways, it's like it's very small place.
Crazy.
But then Alamosa is like an actual place. Like it's an actual town, like city type thing. I wouldn't say it's like it's probably. I don't know for sure, but I want to say it's close to like Canyon City size, possibly. Because I haven't like explored it or anything. Shay would know a lot better. But like they have like the actual stuff.
It's like a lot of people come down from Penrose to do their shopping here.
Yeah, pretty much, kind of like that. Yeah, so you know, fun times.
It sounds like it was certainly something.
Oh yeah, it was like a very, most definitely an experience.
It's just weird. Yeah, all I remember freaking is that like I think we went over to Shay's maybe twice. And all I know is she had a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
She had like all the consoles, big TV, freaking all the games.
It's because her dad is like an opportunistic owner. So like he'll find really good deals on stuff and then buy it. So he'll have like, but only on like good shit. So like that's why he had so many consoles, because he would like you're dead, you're done. So somebody would buy he'd get really good deals on just a bunch of consoles, and regardless of the fact if he already had the console or not, he would still buy that deal. So that's why he had like 3 Xbox Ones and like 4 PS4s. And
All
like
I remember
a bunch
really
of TVs.
was like we had bought a bunch of different food and snacks and we would go to Shay's, and I can't remember if we played video games or if we were watching movies. It's been a hot minute.
You're done. I can't believe you did this.
Shut up!
You should have just made a portal and then jumped.
Me.
But, yeah, so, yeah, because I think we played a lot of Doom when we went over there.
Yeah. How's she doing, by the way?
Who, Shay? Living the dream, bro. She graduated college, so now she...
Not everyone who graduates college is happy.
and now she's got a lot of free time because her job stopped and doesn't start until January. And she doesn't have any homework now, so...
What's she doing now, then?
Well, right now she just got back from vacation, so she's probably just gonna do whatever she wants for the
Have a
next
cool
couple
down,
weeks.
you
Yeah,
know?
for the next couple weeks before her job starts up again. Yeah, so she gets like a couple weeks of vacation, and then she'll be back to work, but it'll be work without homework.
Yeah.
Because like that was her life. It was like she'd go to work all day, and then she'd come home and then go to school until like really late in the night, and then she'd go to bed and wake up and do it. So it's like rare for her to have like downtime, basically, like where she doesn't have to do anything or be anywhere because she was working and school at the same time.
How long does she stay at school?
Well, it's online, so it's like she has to like go through, do the lectures and do the homework and stuff. And so like I would say she'd go to work around like 7 in the morning, stay there for like 8 hours ish. So what was that, like 3 to 4? And then she would come home, start doing some homework, and then at like 6 o'clock she would go to the gym, and then she'd be back by like 7:30, and then she'd do homework until like 12 o'clock at night, and then she'd go to bed, and she'd wake up and do it all over again.
She's a workaholic.
No, she had a lot of shit to do. There's a difference. She's not a workaholic. She just had a lot of stuff she had to get done.
You saw that, right?
Oh yeah, that was a lot to do. Yeah, so you know, it was like
Just the ungodly amount of projectiles.
I think you're hitting the wall.
No, I was hitting them.
Is she happy to have this free time?
Yeah, she's excited because she hasn't experienced like not having to do something when she's home, like in terms of like school or whatever, for years. So it's like, yeah, imagine just having something you always had to do and not allowed to play your video games more than like an hour, because that's all you get. That was basically her life for the last few years. So
That was
Did she
intense.
at least get weekends?
yeah, she got weekends, but I mean a lot of the times also on weekends she had homework to do. That like so she
From
didn't
like
have-
Friday or Thursday or whatever.
Yeah, so she had breaks on the weekends, but it would be like if you had just your job on the weekend, and then you would come home and then you wouldn't have to do anything after that. But you still had to go to work every Saturday and Sunday. If that makes any sense. Yeah, imagine your normal day as just on the weekends. But that's all the free time you get.
Oh, career.
Yeah, I mean, it will be. I mean, obviously her like having a job and school at the same time is what made it like that. Because if she had just been doing school, it would not have been so like busy
You
all the
certainly
time.
didn't pan out as the sugar daddy she was hoping for.
But so yeah, pretty fun.
It doesn't sound fun at all.
Well, she's over. It's done now. She's done with it.
Yeah, sure enough.
I mean, you experienced similar, I'm sure, in high school whenever you did like football. You know, because you'd have school all day,
Yeah,
and then you would do
difference is, like,
football
one-
afterwards.
Yeah, the difference between those was with football, I basically rarely noticed the passage of time until it was just over.
Yeah.
Versus if you're just doing soul grinding homework every single day.
Yeah.
That sounds way worse. Like, the only time that I would really notice freaking football is like at the very end when we're doing like the freaking crazy exercise that's meant to gas you out for the rest of the day. It's like, okay, you guys are gonna run your souls out for like 10 minutes. And it's like, oh, yep, I feel every minute, I feel every second of this pass me by.
If it's a chest.
Making sure I'm not getting jumped by a million dudes.
Yeah. But now she's done. So now she's like got nothing to do. She's gonna have to do nothing for the next couple weeks, and then work will start, and then that'll be it. That'll be all she has. Well, nothing right now. I mean, oh, wait, her job. I think right now, since it's like the winter months, she's doing more of like cataloging and like running the data that she collected during the summertime when she was going out in the field. You know, that kind of fun stuff.
Is there a dedicated heal button in Diablo 2?
No, it's the same thing.
That's so fucking dumb.
Yeah, it's the exact same thing actually. I mean, there is a heal button in Diablo 2 if you're playing with a controller. So, you know.
So I could probably bind it to the mouse still.
Yeah, oh yeah, you have more control. You can bind your keys however you want
Yeah.
in Diablo
so.
2, so. Well, maybe.
Especially Resurrected.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. If you're playing with mouse and keyboard, I'm not sure if it'll allow you to bind the heal button from the controller version of the like button schematics.
That would
while
seem like a
using a keyboard and mouse.
That would seem like a really, really big oversight.
I don't know if it would be, because it feels weird to even consider that as an option.
Really, Terraria does that.
Well, the reason it feels weird is because, so like, Diablo has to switch between, like, controller schematic and keyboard and mouse schematic, because they're so widely different in how everything's set up and everything functions, that it, like, physically switches whenever you switch between them. And so I feel like it'd be weird to allow a keyboard to utilize specifically options meant for the controller.
That's the thing though, is like it's just like, oh, there is a heal button on the keyboard, you just have to rebind it or whatever. Like, again, it would seem really weird if there wasn't like a heal button in Resurrected.
Well, the reason I think it'd be weird is because the game was originally designed without a controller in mind. And so
Yeah,
when
I know,
you're in mouse
but
and keyboard mode,
they rebuilt the entire game.
well, yeah.
That's why I'm saying it'd be like a really weird oversight.
I don't know if it would. I think the comparison is just not good. Because, like, yes, Terraria might be able to do it, but, like, I think the problem is that Diablo 2 was also catering to the nostalgia, and so fucking around with, like, how computer controls worked would, you know, destroy the, like, nostalgia factor. Versus when giving it to new players. Because I don't think Diablo 2 was made for new people to play it as much as it was for people who already loved the game.
Base,
Yeah. And that's why it's like it's one of those weird, like, people just wouldn't appreciate weird fuckering, or they just didn't think that it mattered because of the audience they were catering to. So they saved themselves the effort and just didn't do it. Wherever you go, you were what?
Wherever you go, there you are.
The fuck did that mean? It also just like threw you over.
Yeah, like teleporting me. I think it was supposed to teleport me like around the dungeon. And I just got really lucky.
That it was just right there.
Yeah.
That's weird. So anyways, I mean, you could always check. I obviously haven't tested that, so it might work. But
Again, I feel like it'd be an odd oversight. Even, like, still catering to older fan bases and all that, right? Like, I still feel like it's weird to not be able to do that.
Well, yeah, but you also aren't like the audience it would be catering to. You
Well,
never
that
played-
is true. I'm just saying, like, even with that, I think it's kind of weird. Like, from that perspective, even, it's strange.
Yeah, but see, you don't have that perspective. You're making up that perspective in your mind.
Oh, well, yeah.
Which is why it's not genuine. It's not a genuine perspective like that.
I don't know.
That's not
I'm
how that
feeling
works.
it. You know what? Ask your dad if he would have appreciated a dedicated heal button in Diablo 2.
It's not about appreciating it. It's about making the game as close to the original as possible.
Well, then ask your dad if he would like a dedicated heal
It's
button.
not about if he wants a
And-
dedicated heal button.
Like
I said, it doesn't matter.
Like, if it matters to him, is what I'm saying. Like,
It's something stupid.
yeah.
Brayden's fucking arguing with me about, like, crap that doesn't matter. Heal button, a dedicated heal button in Diablo 2 Resurrected.
Yeah. Like, ask your dad if it would matter that much.
Okay.
I don't think it would.
Exactly.
Well, no, I don't think it would matter to have it.
Well, that's why I'm saying ask him.
Well, no, the reason I'm saying
Why
that
do you need to ask us?
because my dad played the original.
Yeah, he's
back,
the
like,
fan
forever
base
ago.
that he keeps talking about.
Yeah, but no. So my point
I don't
is,
think it matters what he thinks. I think it matters what you think.
well, so
No.
So Brayden, okay. So the conversation is, Brayden thinks there should be a dedicated heal button in Diablo 2, right?
Because I just think it'd be a weird oversight not to have it.
Okay, so but the original game had a heal section like that, where you'd access the healing items through the numbers 1 through 8 on the top of the keyboard.
Not the first time I've seen that system.
Exactly. So it's in this one, it's in the second game. But that is like, that's also what they did for when you're using mouse and keyboard in Diablo 2 Resurrected, with, you know, the revitalization of the game. And the reason I think it would be weird to be able to bind, because there is an automatic just a heal button when you're using the controller, because it's different. It's a completely different setup. But so Brayden's wanting to bind that button to a single key on a keyboard, so he can utilize it that way. And like, I don't know for sure if that's an option.
I don't think it's an oversight to do something like that because the system is already in place to heal by using 1 through 8. But at the same time, I don't think it's a bad thing to have those.
Right? Yeah. No, I can understand it. I don't know
Like,
if it's an option or not.
Yeah.
But the reason
I
I'm
don't
saying
think
that, like,
it's an oversight.
the reason why it would be weird to do is because it's not set up that way, and since you're not catering to newer players as much as you are to the originals that played the game before, and that was the setup that they were used to.
Yes.
I think it would be less of like they would just not even think to add it because it wasn't a necessity
Yeah,
for the audience they
So
were
the
in.
game that you guys are talking about, this is an older or this is a new one?
Yeah, so Diablo 2, the original, came out in like 2000, and the Resurrected came out like.
Okay, so the Resurrected is the remaster.
Yeah.
Okay, so I could
Remastered.
totally see them just taking the original and like, okay, let's literally just revamp it and then just throw it back in.
Yeah.
And then
So
just upgrading the graphics, make sure it runs smoother, and just keep, like, if they didn't have to change it, then they just keep it the same. So they change what people really cared about, which is the graphics, and maybe move some stuff around the maps, just make it look really nice and really pretty and everything.
Yeah.
And then they just throw it back out. I could totally see them just doing that.
yeah, and so
'Cause
like
that's a lot of remasters are just like that.
yeah, so mostly what it was they did that, and then they added like a controller mode,
Yeah,
so
sure.
you could play the whole game with just
We
the
have
controller.
access to more stuff now.
Yeah, so they were able to they adapted every control of the game to work with a controller.
Yeah, and you have less. You can't do 1 through 8 on a
I
keyboard.
think your helmet's
So
broken.
instead, you just have to have a button that just uses the stuff for you.
Yeah, and so that's why it has a dedicated heal button on a controller, but not on the keyboard scheme.
Yeah.
And that's why, and it's like, I don't know if it's like an option to make that work, because like, every time you switch between mouse and keyboard, like in game,
Most things will
Like-
have an assigned purpose.
yeah. So like once you switch though, like everything changes, all your options and the whole layout of
Well, the
like
nice
this
thing
changes.
that what you could always do if it is an option is just pick a key, like pick something that you don't care about. Like,
Yeah.
oh, this is a function I don't think I will use enough, and it's conveniently placed enough that like I can easily reach it with my finger, and so I'll just like, oh, I can just reach all the way over, and press H with my thumb or something.
Yeah, and so the thing though is like I don't think it would work because every time you switch between mouse and keyboard and controller, there's like a huge change in not only just the controls, but also like what's on screen. Like even like this whole thing that you see completely changes. So like the way it's set up and where the menus are different than
What ails you, my
each other.
friend?
See, the way
Yeah.
I saw it though was like even you could still cater and just make it like an option that's just not active.
Yeah.
And like you would never know about it unless you specifically looked for it. Right?
Well, I guess, but see, the point I'm making though is it's kind of like, two things very similar. So let's just imagine you have a bowl and a plate. Okay, they both can do the same functions, but they're both very different in their designs.
Yeah.
And so, but what happens is you can't utilize them both at the same time. And so if you're
You gotta
using
pick
the
one.
if you're using the plate and then you want to access just part of the bowl, you have to completely swap back to the bowl, and then swap back to the
I
plate
was wondering.
at the exact same moment.
I was like, gosh.
Does that make sense? And so that's why I'm like, it's more like the game shifts itself, and so every time
Yeah, it's
you
a
do that,
format.
yeah.
The whole format changes. It doesn't
Yeah.
really change part of it.
kind of like, and I know your example with Terraria, but Terraria, the way it's set up, allows for that like smooth transition.
It was built with that in mind. It wasn't an older game built with one static concept.
Well, that's the thing is like that's why in the remake specifically, I was saying like, oh, it'd be cool if it had it.
Yeah, it might, and honestly,
Like-
it really just might. I have
And
no
like,
idea.
again, it would make
Fighting over
sense.
nothing.
Yeah.
It would make sense to me for it to be in it. Is all.
Well, see, that's fair, but see, I've played the game, and the reason why I'm saying it doesn't make sense is because of how the change happens. Not because it wouldn't make
Well,
it doesn't
and
make
like-
sense that for modern day to put that in there. It doesn't
Again,
make sense. 'cause
like
it's
you
fucking
could just
weird.
make it like Terraria, where there is just a heal button, right?
But you
just
can't.
on the keyboard. They could have done that. Is all I'm saying.
But
It's
then
like,
it wouldn't have made any sense because then how would it be pulling your health potions? Because the whole
just
point.
automatically, and like in
but
Terraria,
so it would just
uses your
suck them out of your
strongest
health,
one.
out of your. It would just suck them out of your like
Inventory.
inventory.
Yeah.
See, but that doesn't make any sense for the game. The game doesn't have that as a feature. It's kind of like when you're playing FPS and you want the option to go like 2D perspective. It doesn't make any sense to do that because that's not the game that you're playing. It's not how the game works because like your inventory is the same in this one. So like if you had an inventory full of health potions, like you take up one square each. So it's not the same. It doesn't make sense to do that.
But it also does make sense to do that technically.
to someone with modern
Well, yeah.
gaming experience and
No,
like,
well,
living in the
that's why
modern
I'm like,
age of gaming.
that's why I'm like, you should ask your dad, like, hey, would it matter to you as somebody who enjoyed the older game to like add this as a feature?
But see,
Like-
you know what it makes me think of? It makes me think of like whenever, like you're just trying to, you're changing the core functionality of something to add in one little thing that doesn't fit well with how everything's all set up. Because like, if you had a dedicated heal button, you'd be watching 1 through 8 just disappear. But then you basically have, but the point of having that kind of pop bar is that you can have like all
Different
sorts of different things sitting there, like
Oh,
right.
scrolls, potions,
Right.
like all
How
sorts
does-
of bullshit.
Yeah, how does the program differentiate? Oh, so the heal button, the singular heal button, pulls from this inventory. But say you need health and you have a mana potion slotted, it chugs the mana potion and you die.
Yeah, so you'd have to have the heal button also be specifically only to draw health potions, which
And
is like
the-
an option.
And there's no way they're going to
But-
link that to your whole inventory instead of the hotbar, which represents that
Yeah,
ability.
because you
for-
can't access things from your inventory without opening it in the core game. So it's
Right.
like that's why I'm saying it just doesn't work very well. So you'd only be pulling health potions from from your hotbar.
Unless they did something crazy like, it only no matter what potion you put in there, it will only quick use a health potion, or like maybe anything that gives health. So like one of the purple ones, rejuvenation or something.
Yeah.
It's like it'll pull those even as well because they give HP. But like mana, like it basically the hotbar just doesn't work for mana potions. You have to go in and personally use those.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It's like it doesn't really fit with how the game's designed for keyboard and mouse.
Well, it doesn't help that there's not nearly as many things that you can do with a freaking controller compared to the keyboard and mouse.
Yeah, so they had to limit it. I haven't played in a while, so I'm not sure like if health potions have a limited stack in controller mode as in keyboard and mouse, or if it's like Diablo 3 where it's just like infinite amount of health potions can just be piled up in the health potion slot. Or if they
that a
still
thing? I
Yeah.
thought in Diablo 3 it was just like you could only have like 3 of them at a time or something.
I don't know.
Because like they're always full heals.
And
you
they're
are-
always regenerating as well.
Yeah, they're always regenerating. They're always full heals, or almost always.
Yeah.
And also, you are just very, very, very difficult to kill in Diablo 3. If you're
Yeah.
playing in anything under like ultra hard mode, you're basically immortal.
Yeah. So I don't know. I haven't played Diablo 2 in a while, so I don't remember. But
Yeah, we'll find out later.
yeah, it's very strange. Okay. So anyways, if you enjoyed the video, consider liking and subscribing.
Definitely go check out our other content.
Until next time, peace out.
Bye bye.